Alright, so I've got my Dynasplint on again. I've had some celery juice, which is really kicking up the circulation. I can feel that tendon gets a lot more. It almost feels relieving when I push on it as opposed to painful. So it's very interesting. I did also have some celery seed oil, which is working surprisingly good. So I'm really stoked that my mom actually noticed that doTERRA had the celery seed oil, and she's picked one up, and here it is, and it's working good. So also what I'm going to do while I have this on is I'm going to connect myself to the earth. So that sounds a little odd at first, but I've got this earthing.com patch, and it's got a metal conductor underneath the little pin here, and then it's got a circular gel pad underneath it, so it makes perfect contact with the skin. Then I've got this little cord, and I go ahead and plug it in. And this cord goes outside, out my window, and then connects to a rod in the ground. It goes a couple feet deep. You can also, there's an attachment that can go right into the grounding plug of your outlet too. So it goes through the house's electrical system and goes to the grounding rod that every house has, where that third pin goes. So you can do it either way. So the guy that invented the earthing, the whole earthing product, the grounding line and everything, was an electrical engineer, and he knew that high levels of energy, when it was traveling, needed to be grounded to create stability. Otherwise, different spikes from wind and static electricity and all the different ways that energy can be influenced by the earth and by nature and all of that creates the instability. So he knew that everything needed to be grounded. So he figured, well, what if I ground myself? And he ended up doing that and noticed that he began to feel better from the things that were going on with him. So apparently there is a 7.8 hertz frequency energy that comes from the earth naturally. It's there all the time. And when we plug into it, either when we're standing on the ground or on the beach or whatever without shoes on, and we're connected to it, our blood thins out and it starts flowing a whole lot better. So that's kind of the idea behind earthing. It's super fascinating. Check out these couple clips.
Electrons from the earth enter the body right away, and they coat the red blood cells so that the cells repel each other. And then they can't clump, and the blood viscosity goes down. It's easier for the heart to pump the blood. The blood pressure goes down. All kinds of cardiovascular issues, they go away.
Reports that came in were unbelievable. TMJ disappeared, PMS disappeared, inflammation reduced, pain. Everybody slept better. It's the first study that I did that was a legitimate study where we had quantifiable data. When they saw the study, everybody said, wow, this is really pretty interesting. And we ended up attracting scientists, physicists. As soon as you get grounded, the first thing that happens, you quiet the sympathetic nervous system, and then eventually the adrenals will start to recover. But when your adrenals become exhausted because of too much stimulation here, then the sympathetic overdrives, and then you end up with adrenal fatigue, and that is the precursor to most all of these things.
So I know when I'm connected, I know that my aches and all of the little things that are wrong with me begin to feel a lot better. And I know that when I don't ground for a day, you usually only go like a day without grounding. I'm like, man, what the hell is wrong? And I can tell that once I get connected again, that it feels a whole lot better. Either there, or they have like these pads that also connect with the same connector, and you can just lay on it, whatever, get the full bed one. I want to get that soon, but getting connected. And when I'm not, I can just really tell the difference. So I really prefer to be connected for at least a couple hours a day. It's really helpful. Also, the full Earthing movie, you can check it out at earthingmovie.com. It's got a link to the YouTube. It's free. Pretty cool.